Hello, and welcome to episode 10 of Moms with Yarn. I'm Sharon, known as Bronx Knitter on Instagram, and I'm Sharon V on Ravelry.
And I'm Tracy, TB McCarthy on Ravelry and TB McCarthy 5 on Instagram. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to returning viewers and new viewers. We got some new subscribers on YouTube, so
Whoop,
that
whoop.
was really nice, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So we had our contest and we had our winners and
Yep.
packages were sent and
hmm
waiting to hear. Make sure everybody got everything okay.
Yep.
Tracy, did you get your prize?
I did. And you know what's so funny? I got the package with the project bag that I forgot I even bought. It was a nice surprise.
And I stuck some preemie hats in there
Yes.
too.
That was
So
really nice.
you got three surprises in one
I did.
bag.
That was
Uh,
really nice. Thank you.
I'm such a good prize mailer because I
Such
wouldn't
a
want to
good
wait for
friend.
my prizes.
Give you a hug.
Thank you. So, okay, now that the silliness is over, we're going to
Yep.
get to the knitting. Here,
Yes.
Tracy, what have you got?
I have a faux. I have a finished object. I weaved in the ends, but I decided to do what everybody's doing these days, which is not cut them until I finish blocking them. So I finished my Nangu,
Wow.
which is really nice. So this is how I'm going to end up wearing it in the winter. This is how I'll wear it.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it actually did. I don't know if you could still hear me through
Yes,
my
I can.
earbuds. Okay.
That pop of pink really makes the
Yeah.
difference.
And I didn't actually use a whole lot of the pink. I
What
still have
yarn
a
is
bunch
it?
left. This is the Plucky Knitter Before You Go Go. I didn't use a lot of this at all. I'll probably be able to make maybe a pair of socks with this.
You have
And
that
this
much
is,
left?
yep, and this is the second skein. I actually used a lot of this.
Wow. Start.
More than I thought I was going to
You could make
use.
socks for the girls.
Yes. I've created a monster.
Why?
Can I be on TV again?
Hello.
All right, Reese, you need to go. You can be on TV. Say hello.
Oh,
And then you can leave, okay? Because mommy's
Mommy, I
busy.
want to be like on the TV because I'm doing Super Spotlight Show.
Okay.
And I want to be on
Okay.
TV.
Okay. Go.
Can I?
Maybe. Goodbye.
Just say yes or no. And I
Yes.
can leave.
Yes. Goodbye.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can.
So I decided to do an I-cord bind off. I don't know if you guys could see that.
Yeah, very nice.
So I did 4 stitches. I've never done an I-cord bind off before, so I was very proud of myself for how I did it. It took a really long time to do,
Right.
really long, but it came out really nice. I was very happy with it. No mods, really no modifications other than the I-cord. I did 4 stitches. The I don't even know what the pattern calls for. I think it just calls to bind off, maybe even in the main color. But I think the bind off gives it like the pop of color that it needs and the thickness that it needs in the contrast color. So I'm really happy with that. I was glad I did it, and I think I'll make another one. Not soon, but I think I'll do another one.
Wow.
So
Well, do you have enough yarn to reverse the colors?
no, it called for 2 of the main. So I
Oh,
definitely don't have, I don't even have another skein of the pink. If I had another skein of the pink, I would be able to do the reverse. I think it would look nice actually in a big skein of the pink.
yeah.
So yeah, so I'm happy with that. That's all my FOs.
Well, I was in FO, not so much progress myself.
Yeah.
However, I know that I was doing this charity knit, so to me that was the most important thing
Yes.
was to get that done. So, I did the Cool Clavicle cover
Yes.
by Megan Williams, and I was supposed to use a size 8 needle, but I think I accidentally used a 6. I mean a 7.
Hmm.
So it came out a little bit smaller, but I used this. This is what's left of my alpaca socks. This stuff is so soft and squishy and hairy,
Yeah.
really hairy. So, like you, I finished it and I didn't weave in my ends until it's now blocked. Let me make sure this is the right side. The best part about this little teeny shawl is that it's got some weight to it.
Yep.
It's really warm, and I love the stitch pattern.
Yeah, alpaca is a very warm yarn,
Yeah, no matter how
fiber.
light it is, it
Yep.
always provides. So I'm just really, the transition rows were a little bit time consuming,
It's really pretty.
and it is so adorable. I
Would you
like it.
make one for yourself?
I absolutely would, but more than likely, I am going to make this. I purchased some mink yarn at Stitches East last year. And so I think I'm going to make one for my mom because she likes small. She just likes to make sure her neck is wrapped up.
Nice.
So that's what that's going to be. And I'm done with the
Oh, you. So
FOs.
that's your second charity.
That's the second shawl.
Nice.
We've finished cutting off my ends and package it up and send it out to Lee's at Webb's.
Nice.
I'm supposed to take a picture and put it in the thread at Knit One Heart Two.
Hmm.
I didn't do it. Somehow I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it.
Totally do it.
Yeah.
Should totally do it. You're on a winning streak.
Woohoo! I won us prizes.
Yeah. So I don't feel good about my whips. I really don't.
Why?
I just, I just don't. So I'll tell you why. If you must know, I'll tell you why. So I started this simple Skype socks. Did I start these last week? No, I don't think I
No.
did. Vesper.
Okay.
These are the Pop Rocks. It was like a club colorway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the Plucky Knitter and it's not Blue Moon.
Okay.
That's issue number one. Issue number two is, this is a free pattern. So I did the part where I did 64 stitches. You see I circled
Mm-hmm.
64. So this part where it says work round one, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then it says to 5 stitches before the end of the round, right? So I did that. It clearly said work round one, once more to 5 stitches before the end. Then remove the marker and do the heel. I did it. You tell me to do it. I'm a rule follower. I follow the rules. And now I did the heel, da 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 da. And now I'm starting to do, and it didn't feel right. Like, do you know, like when you're in your knitting and somebody tells you to do something and you're like, I don't get this good feeling, but I'm a rule follower. I didn't get a good feeling, but I did it because I'm a rule follower. So now I'm starting to, and I've done a few socks now. I'm not a novice knitter. So I know that you work this part and now this part is, you're generally going to do this along the front of your foot and this is going to be stockinette, right? So I know that this kind of has to follow in the pattern.
Right. That's
And
the
if the
instep.
pattern, right. So if the pattern is 6 stitches, then purl 2, then 6 stitches, then purl 2. So it kind of has to be 6, 2, 6, 2, 6, 2. It can't be like, 3, then 2, then 6, then 2, then like 4. Like it has to be 6, 2, 6, 2. So when you tell me to stop at 5,
What's up with that?
like, do you see this here? Where it says small size only?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Does that mean I shouldn't have done it?
Your sock is not a small sock. If you're making the 64, you're making the medium sock.
So, but then why did they tell me to stop 5?
Because it says for small size only.
No, 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 no. But why did they even give me this direction here?
Wait a minute. Go to the top of the instructions. where it says cast on 64 stitches. Okay, now go to that section where that notification is.
Like, I feel like, why would they even give me that? Like, just ignore it then.
Right,
Like, if I wasn't supposed to do anything for 5 stitches, like,
right,
ignore it.
right.
Like, they were trying to fool me, and shame on me for listening to the instructions.
So what happened? So are you stuck or are you stopped?
I'm doing it. I'm
You know,
modifying it.
sometimes you just gotta Peter gun and
This
go
is what
with
I
what
say to
you
them.
know.
This is what I say to them. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you. So
And
listen,
do a traditional heel. When I got stuck on the spiral, the Mystic Spiral socks, I went with the Fish Lips Kiss heel because I'm not fighting with any paper.
you think they're going to beat me?
No.
They're not going to beat me.
You can do any heel you
Uh,
want
Listen,
because everyone who ever made socks knows that you use half of the stitches to make the heel and the other half to make the instep.
they think that that somebody's going to notice that this is going to be off by 2 stitches. Who do they think they are? So anyway, I don't personally. I'm aggravated and angry every time I pick up this sock. Plus, I hate the. Ah,
Why? You don't like Vesper?
every single one of my skeins is up for D-stash. Let's just put it that way.
Well, you better let me see him first.
Oh, it's up. It's up
Cause I
for
like Vesper.
D-stash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, they're up for D-stash. So that's number one.
Okay.
Oh. Number two, F2 whip.
Oh, very nice.
Ashburn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm knitting this in the Plucky Knitter Bellow, which is like apparently like this awesome, awesome base that the Plucky Knitter does.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I mean, it's super nice, but I'm a primo girl. How many times do I have to say it? I'm a primo girl. I
Uh-oh.
mean, it's really nice. Like, don't get me wrong. It's like, I wish I had the, let me just see if I have it here. The primo is like, I want to say like 75% marine. It's not, but it's like, I actually have it here. This is primo. Because I do my research. We're excellent podcasters. These are my, it's 75% merino, 20% cashmere, 5% nylon.
That's the primo.
This is the primo fingering,
Right.
right? Love it. Like, love it. Would wash my face in it. Love it. Bellow is 55 merino, 45 cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Lovely. But I mean, nice. I can't really tell the difference. Like, honestly,
Really?
I can't. I mean, people love this stuff. Like you put it on, like I hit post on DStash and people are like, it's like a
Really?
cookie monster. Like they can't get it off of it. It's amazing. I, I just, I'm, I think I'm crazy. I don't know. I'm just crazy. But I'm also the person that is sitting at the TV with my husband and he changes it from HDV to regular TV. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't change it again. I can't tell, which aggravates him. But I think I do it because I aggravate him and I like to get a rise out of him. But anyway, so I'm on row, I don't know, I'm like 50 stitches in maybe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now, what color is that?
This is called Morticia.
Okay. So it's not black.
It's kind of black.
It's
I would
charcoal,
say it's the
more like
blackest. This
charcoal?
is black. Like this is really black.
Okay.
This is as black gets. This one is barely birch. I would say it's more gray than like beige.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a beigey gray.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is called Kissin' Valentino. It's like really red.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that hindsight, I probably should have purchased this one because I really, really like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I will get more use out of this color. This is just more my color scheme.
So, is that for you?
I think so. Yeah, I wear a lot of scarves. I do. I wear a lot of scarves, shawls. That's more my style.
Mm-hmm.
So, whip number 2. Whip number 3 is a test knit for my girl Carrie, who is Irish girly.
Oh, you told us about her last time. She's
Yes.
designing a sock that you fell in love with. Da-da, 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 da-da.
So I cast this on 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is where
Look
I
at
am.
how far you are.
I know, I'm pretty far. So I started to cast this on with a size 1, and it was just way too loose.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
She originally had main color and then 2 contrast colors, being
Mm-hmm.
like the blue. So the light blue was 2 contrast, and then again the main.
Mm-hmm.
But I said to her, like, did you maybe want me to do just 2 colors just so that people could see what it looked like? And she said, yeah, that'd be great. So, and then down the leg, I don't know if you could see it, there's this like little design here.
Yes, we see it.
Yeah. So
Very nice.
I'm onto the heel now.
I hope
So
those heel instructions are good and clear.
they are. They're actually very clear. So the back is just plain.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. They fit wonderfully, even though I was worried about them being too loose. They fit fabulously.
Are those keepers or do you need to send those in for samples?
I'm using my own yarn, so they will be mine.
Yeah. When you say they will be yours, does that mean you're going to put them
My
in your
mother
sock?
will be
Yeah, okay,
them.
all right, okay.
This is Singin' the Blues, Plucky Feet. So this is 90 merino, 10 nylon. So this is like a no cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is just like, I think this is Madeline Tosh. I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Had no ball band. Done. Back
Yay!
to you, Sharon.
So in 2 weeks, you'll have like a whole boatload of stuff that you finished.
I'm hoping that I'll have 2 socks, but not 2 pairs,
Right.
but each a sock. I'll have transitioned to a second color on my Ashburn. Maybe. We'll see.
Very nice.
But I'm going to go on vacation next week again.
Look at that's how you rich
I'm
people
not taking
roll.
you.
Just you don't have to take me. I'll take myself. Where are you going?
I'm not
You
telling
never
you.
tell me.
I'm not telling you.
You
It's not going to
never
be where you live.
you never
I was
tell
just going to
me.
disclose where you lived, and then I thought better of it.
They could come to my house if you can make it past the crap in the front entryway.
You mean the grout?
Did you
Did he
see?
come back?
He's coming back today.
I don't
I
believe
was
it.
gonna wash it up myself because why should I wait for him to come back? But then I paid him, so why should I
Right.
wash it up? So, um, he's crazy. Anyway, so I had this pattern for 8 million years.
Oh, yeah.
Transition socks. I picked it up at Pearl Soho some years ago. So I'm using Miss Babs Yummy,
Mm-hmm. It's a really
a-
pretty color.
and I'm using it with String Theory Blue Stocking in, I'm going to say this the way I wrote it down. Didgeridoo. Got it? This was the leftover from
Yes.
something else. Can't
Yes.
remember what it was.
You actually podcasted about it.
Yes.
You did. Do-do-do-do.
Didgeridoo.
Do-do-do-do-do.
You know that
Yes.
Australian instrument that. Anyhow, this is sock number 1, which
Beautiful.
I I used low contrast because I was making these for my son, and then I had him try them on, and he couldn't get his foot past the first transition in color. So I guess they'll be mine. They're a little bit big, but it's a real fast knit, and they make increases on the calf, so that because they know the sock is a little bit high. And the only thing is that the top part of the sock was bound off with US. I made the socks with US size 1, sorry, 2, and I should have bound off with 1s because the top part of the calf is a little bit big. So I figured I'll try that when I do the second sock. I'll use a smaller needle. Oh, I lost
Will
this
you
thing.
go back to?
I probably will,
Okay.
because if I have to keep the socks, they might as well fit.
Yeah.
Um, I got a mess here. Here we go. So, it's simple stockinette. The pattern is very easy. They give you, it's not a free pattern or anything, but they actually do give you a choice between charts. I'm just going to show real fast. There's one chart for the foot, and then for the leg, you can use this chart or you can use this chart.
Oh, okay.
So, it's a relatively easy pattern. It's not for the faint of heart if you're used to making short socks as opposed to long socks.
Hmm.
The socks just seem to take forever. But I think that ultimately, I think it's pretty enough. It's really worth it.
Now, how do you keep track of what row you're on? Just a question,
I'm going to show you how I keep track.
because I have this, and I go,
Well, in the I got tools department, I have this.
pattern keeper.
So when I have my magnets
Okay.
that moves, so I know what line I'm on
Okay.
when I'm working. I've seen some that are as big as loose leaf books.
Yes.
This one is the size of a Kindle.
Okay.
So I like this. It's actually that when it's open, it's actually 8.5 by 11.
Does it ever actually like move some? Like when you're done for the night, do you like pen it and say, okay, this is where I am, so that if it accidentally moves,
Um, well, it doesn't accidentally move because I put it away. I always put it in something, which
I
is
could tell like you don't have little kids.
not anymore. No, no, because
Mommy, what is this?
oh my gosh, I remember the days when your
It's like
children
rubber cement and like
when your children are young, you should always expect the unexpected. Like with my son.
duct tape.
Oh God, yeah. So it's whatever. Anyhow, yeah, people who have children, your children could be wonderful and
Yeah.
everything about. I don't regret having
Yeah.
a kid at all.
Right.
I mean, if I had my way, somebody else would have raised him and brought him home for
Yes.
visits.
When he's like 47.
But everything about them is wonderful. They could be the best children in the world, but you still have to expect the unexpected. And you know, like when I woke Jason up in the morning to go to the babysitter's house, the routine is you wake up, you go to the bathroom, you wash your
Yeah.
hands and teeth, brush your teeth. And Jason thought he would just make a pit stop and pee in the cat box. I was like, I love my life. What you gonna do?
Was the cat box next to the toilet?
It's next to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I guess he couldn't get all the way there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or just didn't want to.
Whatever. You know, he's 21 now.
This yesterday?
No. But you do. And I've had stuff go missing, and then I find Jason. But with my knitting stuff,
You knew
I
that.
knew everything had to go up high
Yeah,
because if he would have broken a needle or if I would have found him running in the
yeah,
hallway with a needle, I would have had to kill myself because
yeah,
that's just plain
yeah.
dangerous. Anyhow, and I did give it up
Okay.
for a little while, but anyhow.
Yeah.
So, oh, I put this away. So I received an invitation from the Haya Group to participate in a sock cow. Okay?
Nice.
Okay. So clearly I was off my meds when I accepted the invitation. This is called the Great Wall Sock Knitting Pattern 3. And I'm not going to say the lady's name because I don't. Can you see it?
Yep.
I know her. Qianer is the first name.
Hmm.
Huang is the surname. There are pictures of the sock in the group. I didn't really think it was going to be an issue because I have experience making socks. No sock's going to beat me down. I stand corrected. I'm using
Oh, I think I saw this one on Instagram.
I'm using Malabrigo. I was using a different color, but it was so dark that I couldn't see the pattern, and I didn't know if I was making a mistake. So this is in the colorway Natural
And what Malabrigo?
sock.
Okay.
Surprise.
I mean, haven't you had enough white?
You think, right?
I mean, really?
You would think. So here is the Killer Diller. This is the front of the sock. I'm not keeping these socks because they got some bad mojo on.
That's like my Vesper socks.
I'm using you use one needle to cast on and then you continue to knit in needle US 1.5. So this is the front of the sock.
That's really pretty.
This is the back of the sock. A lot of
Oh my
patterning.
gosh, yeah.
What was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, these socks are gonna either they'll go in the dye pot and they'll be an experiment, or whatever. I can't be. So somebody go and tell me, how do you say this name? Tracy.
Blue stocking?
No,
Yeah.
didgeridoo.
Yeah.
That's it?
Didn't we have this discussion the last time you had an
Oh
issue?
God, I can't. I'm too stressed out.
About the grout issue?
Everything. Cause he built out the closet.
It looks
He
beautiful.
put the new doors on. He tiled the floor. He's grouting the floor. He'll be back today to wash up the floor. So I still have to paint.
Can I just ask the readers, the listeners, has anybody had any tile work done? What's the process of grouting? Don't you grout and then wash?
I think that maybe that might be true in a low traffic area.
No, listen, Sharon.
I was walking on a board to get in and out of my house until I just decided
No,
it was easier to go
no,
out the
no,
basement.
no. The board is so that you don't step on it because it has to set. But you're not supposed.
Listen, he put the grout down, then he left. What was I supposed to do?
I
Jesse,
know.
Jesse, please don't leave me. Come back and finish my grout. I don't know how
Oh,
this works. So then while he's here, the other guy comes to measure for my back door so we don't get a polar vortex in here this winter, which we had last year.
I know.
It
It's
was
bad.
terrible. And watch,
Yeah,
this winter will probably be like this every day,
I
but
know, right?
whatever.
Exactly.
So, that's way off topic. Anyhow, the home repairs continue. There's been something going on all summer long.
My dryer is still broken in case anybody is tracking that issue.
Okay.
The dryer issue from before I went on vacation. I still have not been able to dry any clothes in my dryer
So you have to
for a month.
hang them up to dry au naturel?
Oh yeah, socks, underwear,
Yeah.
towels. My kids get out of the bath and they're like, "Ow, this doesn't feel good." I'm like, "Get over yourself. You guys are spoiled brats."
I know. That's how you rich people roll.
I know.
I put my clothes on a hanger and blow.
Be lucky you have a towel.
Swing it,
There's some kids,
swing it in the
some
air.
kids that don't even have towels. They just go like this.
They shake it off and get dressed. So I was thinking with Tracy, I put in, we need to have another contest because
Yes.
they're not only fun, but the prizes are pretty good.
Yes.
And I was talking with Tracy about the next contest, in case you made it past all the jibber jabber and you're still here. That we're going to have another contest. And this one has to do with starting. Some people have already started because they're good like that. I'm not. Is to start your holiday knitting.
Yes.
So we're going to open a thread that says post your holiday FOs here. And we will also make a chatter thread just in case you feel the need to chit chat.
Sharon.
I do. I love to chit chat. So the holiday thread will run from, let's say, when did we decide, Tracy? September?
Whenever. Yeah, like whenever. Like now until
Now
October. The
until
end of
the end of
October.
October to post your holiday gifts. Each finished object is eligible for a prize. You must be a member of the group to join in the contest. And the prize is going to be some sock soap that I ordered from Tuft Woolens. Heard about them, can't wait to get them. And I don't know really how many there are, but there will be at least 3 winners on that contest. At least 3, maybe more. So we're
So it
going
could
to,
be anything. It doesn't, I mean, the last one was socks, but this one could be any holiday knitting. So,
any holiday knitting.
yep,
Right. So if you've started that Christmas stocking that you were making for your husband slash child to hang over the mantle, now might be a good time to finish it.
yep. If you're making a pair of socks for your loved one as a gift,
Yep.
post it on up.
Yep. And I am going to make myself a replacement willow cowl because I gave mine away because I'm crazy like that. My aunt saw it on my neck and said, "Can I have it?" And I said, "Okay, sure." And then I cried after I gave it to her. So I'm going to make a willow cowl.
Yep. So I also wanted to mention that September is Plucktember in the Plucky Knitter group. And I think I mentioned this last week, and I'll also post it in the group. As part of Plucktember, a lot of the designers that design in Plucky using Plucky Knitter yarn, but also people that design for the Plucky Knitter, are doing a lot of like discounts during the Plucktember event. The discounts started already, but will go through September. Some will only happen for a short period of time, maybe through this week or next week, or some will happen through the end of August. But I think I posted a link. I'll do it again. I've already partaken in some of the discounts. I purchased Knitterellas, Jill. She had I think it's called the Color Swatch Cowl. It's actually a cowl with some color work. I purchased that. I think it was 35% off. It was such a bargain, and it's so beautiful. I've never done color work before, so I think this might be the one that I jump in and do some color work on. It uses plucky knitter yarn, but certainly I'm sure everybody has like little bits and bobs of different finger. It calls for fingering or worsted, so certainly you could do either. And it's a cowl or an infinity scarf. So take a look at that. Baby Cocktails has is in there. All different designers. The person who did the Nangu is doing a discount code. I think hers was actually 50%. Hers, I think actually, if you buy a pattern for someone, so if you gift a pattern, you also get the pattern within a few hours. So if I decided to, if Sharon decided to buy me a pattern, she would get the pattern too in a couple hours. So, yeah. So, but yeah, definitely check it out. I have a few skeins of Bello worsted in the Plucky Knitter that some of the designers designed patterns for. So I definitely check that thread a few times a week just to see what's out there. And then check my queue just to see if there's anything that I think is worthwhile. I purchased a few patterns from Baby Cocktails. She is posting every couple days different patterns. So yesterday was the James and Jack. One was a hat and one was actually a sweater. It was a very basic top-down sweater I purchased from her. So check that out. And so that might be something that you would want to check out and maybe use as a pattern for the knit along.
Good
So,
idea.
yeah, so that was kind of it. And like I said, Irish Girly Knits is very close to releasing her pattern. She also has um, a Plucktember discount code. I think hers is like, 25 or 30% as well. And
Hmm.
this pattern will be included, I'm pretty sure. So I'll be sure to report back on that.
Wow. Well, there are plenty of patterns to choose when you're doing
Yep.
the holiday knitting thing
Yep.
because everybody I know has a queue that has at
Yeah.
least 50 things on
Yep.
it at the minimum. I
Yep.
try to go in and clean mine up, and instead of
I know.
I put everything in my
Mhm.
favorite, so whatever. There's a million things in there. But the last thing I do have a couple of sweaters that I'm about to start.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I need to get a Rhinebeck sweater, but
I think,
I picked it out.
yeah, I still have the Louise in the back burner. Like I said, I mean, I have all the yarn for it, so it'll definitely get done. I just have to figure out when I'm going to cast it on. That will definitely be my very first sweater.
Hmm.
Um, I just have to figure out when I'm going to cast it on. I have to be motivated to do it.
Well, this weather doesn't
No,
exactly.
definitely not.
It's a little bit hot for sweaters. I know I started to, I balled up the yarn to make a sweater, and then I had a different shawl. The Oaklet shawl was in my lap, and I
Oh,
was
okay.
like, no,
Yeah,
no sweater.
yeah,
Sweater knitting is not
yeah,
happening.
it's not.
But also, you don't really want to get cut down on time when it comes to making the Rhinebeck sweater because
Yeah,
that's a set date. So,
yeah. Yeah, and the Rhinebeck, it's actually not far for me. I want to say it's like how long is it for you to get there? Like 4 hours?
about 2 hours.
Yeah, so it'd probably be about a little bit more for me, maybe like 2.5, maybe 3 hours for me,
Right.
maybe 2.5, almost 3 hours. But it's usually always around the weekend of my son's birthday. So either we have birthday parties for him or we have like family parties. We always like to do stuff for him. And, you know, does he really want to go to like a sheep festival, wool festival? So, historically it never worked out. I'm hoping one day I'll be able to get there or, I don't know. I think he'd be fine if we went there, but I always like to make it about the kids
Right.
and I'm sure he would be happy enough going, but I just shopping for yarn around his birthday I wouldn't feel good about it. So,
Yeah. No, no,
we'll see.
it's no problem. I've been the emissary or emissary for the past few
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it is because I go every year. We are not, my knitting group is not taking a bus this year.
Okay.
So we're all on our own to get there. So I'm going to be there on the Saturday.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll make the podcasters meetup. I don't feel like I'm worthy to be in the
Yeah.
podcasters meetup.
I would feel the same.
Um, Especially with Tracy not there.
I just feel like I mean we're podcasters, but we're not real. Like I feel like we're not really. I don't know.
We're
It
just
feels
doing what we do.
yeah, exactly. I feel the same.
Well, anyhow, so I'm I'm, I better get a T-shirt that says I'm one half of the Moms with Yarn podcast, so people will know them. They'll be like, "Who? No,
What?
who's
Wait,
that
what?
behind you?" I meant. So that's it for us. We
All right,
chitty
guys.
chatted a lot.
Have a great day.
We'll see you
Enjoy
in
your
2
week.
weeks.
Yep.
Keep on knitting.
Bye.
Bye.